with our Friday, June 19th edition of News in Depth. Good night. Barbies boat captain in police custody after a teen allegedly plunges overboard. More in this report. A family is devastated and heartbroken after 17-year-old Melissa Soman reportedly plunged to her death into the Barbies River on Thursday. The teen left her Stanleytown, New Amsterdam Barbies home months ago, and last night her parents were greeted with the tragic news of her sudden demise.
I miss her daughter, loving, caring, honesty.
Yesterday I was here working at the car wash, and a guy by the name of Heads, with a village captain from the Barbies River came out and they come and asked me to come. They would like to talk to me, right? So they was telling me that my daughter was in the river. This suspect she drowned, but they waited on a confirm it to know. But when they do confirm it, they find her, and the police was up there bringing her out. When we saw her, it's telling, it was like they couldn't see the body but they bring out the suspect with my daughter, and the police said how they would handle the situation. And what I asking for justice. But the body, when they opened the body at the hospital at the mortuary, her head was like if they burned her, and her right hand was like all her flesh was burnt off. The right hand was bare bones. The head was like a skeleton. Her hair was like if they used like acid.
As they continue to grieve, they're also worried and wondering how they will afford to bury their daughter.
Because I'm not in the position financially.
Now the family is left to care for her 2-year-old son.
She caring, she son, loving she son, caring. He lose a mother love. A mother love. Just I'ma lose a mother love. Listen, someone, you lose a daughter, mother, father, sister, brother, and son.
The captain of the wooden boat told police investigators that while transporting the teen, she related to him the issues she was experiencing with her boyfriend before plunging to her death. The parents said they have not seen or heard from their daughter's boyfriend since her death.
He take my sister, he responsible of my sister. If you didn't want her, you wouldn't take her.
The boy want the daughter.
If you want her to get wrong, you're supposed to come, Dad, I'm done with your sister. I'm done with your daughter. Bring her home safe.
Persons who would like to help the family can contact them on telephone number 655-1283. The boat captain is in custody as police probe continue into the matter. Melissa Khan, News in Depth.
The Guyana Court of Appeal today commenced the hearing of the legal challenge to block GCOM's declaration of the March 2nd elections using fraudulent votes. At the end of the case management hearing, the court announced that oral arguments will be heard from 11 a.m. tomorrow. During the almost hour-long hearing before Justices Don Gregory, Brassington Reynolds, and Rishi Prasad, lawyers made separate applications for representatives of several political parties to be added to the proceedings. Additionally, Justice Gregory announced strict timelines for the online submission of written arguments. Before joining the case, she stated that tomorrow the court will announce when the decision will be handed down. She also asked each party to limit their oral presentation to half an hour tomorrow. Yesterday, private citizen Eslyn David moved to the court seeking an interpretation into what constitutes valid votes. According to figures, the People's Progressive Party has 15,000 more votes than the coalition APN-UAFC. However, included in that final figures of the national vote recount are ballots that cannot be verified by the Guyana Elections Commission. On the east coast of Demerara, in excess of 14,000 votes from more than 41 ballot boxes lack the necessary statutory documents needed to validate the votes. Prior to these boxes being discovered, similar boxes were found in other regions. GCOM chairman, 2 days before the conclusion of the national vote recount, voted with the opposition-nominated commissioners to include the votes in the tabulation. The Guyana Court of Appeal today commenced the hearing of the legal challenge to block GCOM's declaration of the March 2nd elections using fraudulent votes. At the end of the case management hearing, the court announced that oral arguments will be heard from 11 a.m. tomorrow. During the almost hour-long hearing before Justices Don Gregory, Brassington Reynolds, and Rishi Prasad, lawyers made separate applications for representatives of several political parties to be added to the proceedings. Additionally, Justice Gregory announced strict timelines for the online submission of written arguments. Before joining the case, she stated that tomorrow the court will announce when the decision will be handed down. She also asked each party to limit their oral presentation to half an hour tomorrow. Yesterday, private citizen Eslyn David moved to the court seeking an interpretation into what constitutes valid votes. According to figures, the People's Progressive Party has 15,000 more votes than the coalition APN-UAFC. However, included in that final figures of the National Vote Recount are ballots that cannot be verified by the Guyana Elections Commission. On the east coast of Demerara, in excess of 14,000 votes from more than 41 ballot boxes lack the necessary statutory documents needed to validate the votes. Prior to these boxes being discovered, similar boxes were found in other regions. GCOM chairman, 2 days before the conclusion of the national vote recount, voted with the opposition-nominated commissioners to include the votes in the tabulation.
Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have so much waste to dispose of in the landfill? Well, composting can help us reduce the waste we dispose of by turning our organic waste into compost, which can be used to improve the quality of our soil.
Composting is very simple and convenient.
You can compost using organic waste such as vegetable skins,
or fallen leaves and cut grass and put this in a composting bin or pile.
Compost can help your garden grow healthy plants while reducing your volume of waste. It's a really good way to keep our communities clean and healthy.
So, let's all start composting our waste.
Find out how easy it is. Call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.ui. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
Are you washing your hands correctly? Here are some tips on when and how to wash your hands. Step 1. Wet your hands with clean water. Step 2. Then apply soap. Step 3. For 10 to 15 seconds, lather your palms together. Always remember to pay attention to your fingers, especially your nails and tips. And don't forget the back and between of your fingers. Step 4. Rinse hands with clean water for about 20 seconds. Step 5. Dry hands with a clean paper towel or tissue.
But when should you wash your hands? After using the toilet, before and after eating, preparing or handling uncooked food, after playing with pets or caring for animals, after sneezing and coughing or blowing your nose, before and after changing babies or caring for others.
Frequent hand washing or using a hand sanitizer with alcohol as an alternative will remove viruses and bacteria from your hands.
A message from the Ministry of Public Health in collaboration with PAHO WHO.
Shh! It's your new secret. The all-in-one weapon for perfecting imperfections and capturing flawless skin. A lot of brands forget women of color or just don't understand that we come in all shades. From caramel to ebony, there's such a range. Iman Cosmetics is for every woman and features a line of skincare products and cosmetics including 16 foundation shades, powder, concealer, lipstick, blush, eyeshadow, highlighter, and BB cream. Visit us at Lot 75, Swamp Section, Rosal Town. That's behind the market. Or call 337-4422 or 688-9249. Shh.
single mother is struggling to maintain her 7 children, but is determined to educate them. Let's take a look. Unika Melville is a mother of 7 who has been working tirelessly to provide for her children. She's not only supplying their daily necessities, but an education which she believes will take them out of poverty. It has been a daily struggle for the single mother who has endured years of abuse at the hands of her partners. She shared with this newscast how her family is coping with the COVID-19 pandemic, added that her main challenge is not having internet connection for her children to utilize.
I make sure them study, and even right now I just trying to get some internet for let my son get the grade 6 work when he teach them for the grade 6, so then could get the internet for put inside my phone so he could go home and study, because I just don't want them to be on the road because of the virus, and just stay in, because them say we must stay in. But I know it's hard. It's very hard for stand up for sending 6 children to school and me feeling good. I know it's very, very hard. I don't know about everybody, but for me, it's very hard.
Even though she's out of work, Unika is being paid her full salary by the Ministry of Education. She's employed as a cleaner at the Rose Alton Primary School. However, in July and August, she will only be paid 1 week's salary.
But from next month, we know we just only get 1 week's salary. And when we go in the end in August, we just get 1 week's salary in August. So the whole August we do, the whole July we do with 1 week money, and the whole August we do with 1 week money. And then it be hard because I got to buy school clothes for 6 children for turn back to school when school open.
Unika has endured many hard days and was even remanded to prison for defending herself from one of her abusers. Her children are still traumatized from that incident after she was taken away from them for about 2 weeks.
For me, I went through a hardship when I even end up and go to remand for nothing I never do. But I still thank God I am alive, and I just want to say for abusive relationship, for women, I think if they're in an abusive relationship and a man knock them one time, I think they should get out and speak out to the police, because even though that Ian Wells died and gone, when he been telling me to report the matter at the station, I was scared and I was frightened, and I didn't report the matter. But he said if I will report the matter, the magistrate was able not to send me to jail. So I never reported the matter, and I was frightened and I was scared. So I encourage a woman out there, if they're in an abuse relationship, they need to get out.
She was able to walk away from that abusive relationship and finally got married and was looking for a better and brighter future. However, things came crashing down again, and her husband left after she became ill.
And I lately know that doctor said they find too much of fat in my blood. And then say if I can't use nothing with oil, I gotta steam all my food. So I just want to say this is hard, and I got to depend on steam food. And I was married, and then my husband, he just want to deal with all the women them. And I was so sick. I even get so fine, and I was sick. And he eventually walk out and leave me alone.
She's advising women to walk away from abusive relationships, added that it will only get worse.
But I just want to say this to the woman. Man, just come and go. Only death could separate you from your children. And once God there, with God, all things are possible.
Unika was able to educate her eldest son, who passed the CSEC exams with flying colors. Melissa Khan, News in Depth. And that has brought us to the end of our news for tonight. For these and other stories, visit our website at rdproductiongy.com or our Facebook and Instagram page at Royston Tricks Production. On behalf of our news team, thank you for joining us, and join us Monday again for more news. I am Melissa Khan. Good night.